Hello, and welcome to channel Ein Our Key, and I am your host, Voluntary. Okay, Republicans, I still remember the way you treated Ron Paul in 2012. So I don't really have a positive opinion of you. Yes, politics means history is history. No, you still deserve to lose. But unfortunately for me, your loss put Biden in charge. Over the last 4 years, the Democrats have gone completely psychotic. And even though you don't deserve it, you will get some support from those who want to stop them. That's because your party is the largest political organization capable of standing up to them. So even though you don't deserve it, I'm going to give you some advice. Insert the normal "don't take advice from your enemies" cliches here. So take what I say with however many grains of salt you like. Just listen to it. This is based on my own personal experience, and I think if you were to try to emulate it, the results would be interesting. Back during the 2020 Democratic presidential primary, I hoped that Tulsi Gabbard would win. I had no illusions with regards to either her domestic or economic policies, but she did differ in one significant way. She wasn't a warmonger. Because she was anti-war, that made her better than the other Democrats on stage. My personal philosophy is to hope the best your opponents have to offer is what they put forward. Because if you lose, at least you're losing to their best. Instead, you guys lost to their worst. While I was busy supporting Gabbard, I was talking to a very progressive Warren supporter. She was starting in on how it was her looks that made me support Gabbard. So I responded by saying that Gabbard wasn't white enough for my conversation partner. I have never seen a lefty react so strongly. The response was amazing. You would think that she saw me shitting in her oatmeal while sexing up her cat. She was outraged at the merest suggestion of racism on her part being the reason she supported the ultra-white Aryan Warren instead of the Pacific Islander Hindu Gabbard. So take a lesson. On one of the forums I post on, my signature includes "No Biden, no KKK, no fascist USA." That's the exact wording of a chant Antifa uses. But replacing their favorite smear du jour with Biden. How do Democrats react to seeing that? They simply cannot process it. It causes a short circuit in their brains. You can practically hear the popping noise of their paradigm trying to shift without a clutch. The point is, don't be shy about casual accusations of racism. Don't be blunt, just like they're not blunt. Don't say, you are a racist, just like they don't say, you are a racist. Instead, describe any policy proposal as racist. There is a congressman once in the late 80s, and I cannot find the exact quote, who was talking about Republicans and said that they used to say lynch black people and said they now say cut taxes. He was equating racist murderers to tax cuts. I wish I could find the exact quote, but it was a Democrat who said it. I was talking with someone about gun control, and I said, I am simply not racist enough to support what you are proposing. He was so flabbergasted by what he said that he took several days to process it before saying, "Oh, you say you aren't racist enough? That means you are admitting you are racist." Sure, buddy. Saying I'm not racist enough to support your proposal is an admission of racism. If you're stupid. The casual but not specific accusation of racism has been a favored arrow in the quiver of Democrats. It has gotten to the point where most people who are to the right of the average SJW just shrug and say, "Oh gee, another accusation of racism." However, in the rare instance when you see two progressive Democrats facing off against each other, you can see how effective it still is to them and on them. So, if you make casual accusations of racism, it still works. You can say, for instance, the English language is amazing. The word no has one silent K. The word knock has two silent Ks. The word Democrat has 3 silent Ks. They simply cannot process that when they hear it. Now, if you do this, there will be some who accuse you of trying to say Democrats are the real racists. That is a trap. Don't fall for it. They are accusing you of saying, "No, I'm not a racist, you are." Your accusation isn't that they are the real racists. Your accusation is that they are racists, nothing less, nothing more. Another thing is sometimes they will confront you with, "Are you calling me a racist?" That's also a trap, and the best answer is the non-answer, just like they do. One way to respond is to innocently ask, "Why would you think I'm talking about you?" Or you could point out that they seem very uncomfortable and ask them if they have a guilty conscience. Or you could say, "Well, maybe you're not, but you are supporting their policies." And if you want to be really snarky, you can simply say, Does the shoe fit? This is what they do. I spent the last few years collecting casual accusations of racism, so I have a bit of an arsenal to work with. No, I'm not going to share it with you unless you go to my Facebook page. You have to do your own homework. But you really do need to do this. It is exactly what is needed right now to throw those fascists into complete disarray. Thank you for watching. We're now in the double digits for subscribers, and hopefully we will only keep growing. So please like, share, comment, and subscribe to help my channel grow.